Well, coming from a legacy of strong women from the Caribbean, I'm from the Bahamas and living here in New Orleans now, and just sharing all of the culture and the history and the shared wisdom, which my grandmother passed down to me. I have fond memories of her sharing stories. Yes.
And a lot of people, you'll hear from family members, friends, saying, I want to write a book, or I want to, make sure my story is preserved. Talk about how they can do that.
Oh, yes, absolutely. So we truly believe that everybody has a story that's worth telling, and books are such a powerful way to pass wisdom down to other generations. So this event is going to be celebrating World Storytelling Day, and it's for the everyday person who is ready to share their story and write a book.
And a big event's happening. Kind of walk us through how it works and how people can take part.
So the event's called Pass It On and Leverage You, which is a combination of both of our books. Hers is Pass It On, which recently came out, and mine came out last year, called Leverage You. And we're combining that to give people a space to learn how to write their own books. And as a journalist, stories are what bring people together. They help people connect. They build bridges and build a roadmap for the next generation to follow. So this is a way for us to do that and help others do the same.
We hear from a lot of people, I want to write a book.
Yes.
What's the first step?
The first step, I always say, find your golden thread. Most times when we hear stories or we're telling stories, they really revolve around like a central theme. And even in a life that's lived with so many experiences, we all have that golden thread. And once we get some help with finding what that golden thread is, the publishing process is so much easier, and authors can really write a book within 30 to 60 days.
30 to 60
Yes.
days. Wow.
Yes.
Talk about, too, whether it's a book or just making sure you're preserving your family's story or history.
Yes.
Message to the public. We've got a lot of people watching right now. What would you say to them?
Yes. Anybody who is called to share a book and to share their wisdom in writing a book, anybody can become an author. I've done it. I have clients as in their elderly ages, young. It is so possible, and it is such a powerful way for us to share our stories and
she's
share
being
wisdom.
modest. She's actually she's helped 100 authors write their books and publish them.
Yes,
and 50 of them have been bestsellers, including her own. So that knowledge that she has is pouring out of her through these events for us to make sure that other people have access to her skill set, and then also visibility after. Like once they've gotten that book in their hand, what do you do with it?
Right.
There's no point of having a book if no one knows about it, right? So how do you build visibility, build a brand to make sure that you can showcase it on the media or even showcase it online in ways that other people can find it?
And speaking of events, you've got a very big one coming up. Walk us through how people can attend. It sounds like a fun event.
Oh, yeah, we're looking forward to it. So it's going to be next week, Saturday, on March 21st.
Okay.
It's called Pass It On and Leverage You. It's going to be at the Milton Ladder Library on St. Charles from 2 to 4. And registration is on Eventbrite. It is just going to walk people through how to share their story and get a book published.
Get a book published.
Yes.
All right.
You're next.
I don't know.
We're challenging
I'm
you.
gonna need your help.
You've got so
What's
many
the
stories.
title? What's the title?
Oh, how do we workshop it with him real quick? What would his title be? Newsroom to what's the next step in your career? Who
Say it
knows?
out loud.
Manifest
There you
it.
go. Say it out loud.
Say it out loud.
Say it out
Weekend Morning
loud.
Show with y'all and Jim.
Okay.
Yes.
We can start with that.
Start
Day,
there.
day at a time. We've got all the details on the WDSU mobile app. We appreciate y'all stopping by.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for
All
having us.
right.